Hello students. So students, as you know that in the last part of the video we have started a new chapter, that is chapter number 8 of class 10th mathematics, that is introduction to trigonometry. Okay, so in that part I have given you some basic concept about trigonometry and we have solved few questions based upon that concept. Okay, I also told you that key first 4 question of exercise 8.1 you can solve. I think one question I have explained and I said to you you can do up to question number 4. Okay, so today in today's video students I will tell you some important questions of exercise 8.1. Okay, there are all questions are very simple, but I think I should tell you some question. Okay, so I hope you all having your mathematics NCERT book with you. So I am not going to write the question student. So up to question number 5 you can easily solve. Okay, up to question number 5 you can easily solve. First question I have explained, and second, third, fourth, fifth question all are the same question like question number first. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to solve question number 6 of exercise 8.1. And what is the question? That if angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos B, then show that angle A equal to angle B. Okay, I am going to repeat one more time that angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos B. Okay, then show that angle A equal to angle B. Okay, so now student, how we will solve this question? Okay, this question can be solved by taking two separate triangles or in one triangle only. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to solve this question with the help of one triangle only. Okay, suppose I have drawn one triangle, that is triangle ABC. Okay, triangle AB, or I can write ABC. Okay, first what I have done, I have drawn one triangle, triangle ABC, in which angle A and angle B are acute. Okay, now what we have to do student, because in the question it is given that cos A equal to cos B, it is given student, cos A equal to cos B, and we all know that trigonometric ratios are applied only in right angle triangle. So what we will do student, we will draw a perpendicular on which side? On AB. Okay, we will draw a perpendicular point from point C and on AB. Okay, so in this triangle we will do a construction. Okay, so what we will do a construction, draw CD perpendicular AB. Okay, draw CD perpendicular AB. So what we have done, first assume that let a triangle ABC in which CD perpendicular AB and angle A and angle B are acute angle. Okay, so what we have done, first we have assumed a triangle ABC in which angle A and angle B are acute and CD perpendicular AB. This much we have done from our side. Okay, why I have drawn perpendicular? Because here it is given cos A equal to cos B. So trigonometric ratios are applied only in those type of triangle in which are right angle triangle. So for right angle triangle we need a perpendicular na. So that's why I have drawn CD perpendicular AB. Now what you do student, whatever the given is there you write it. Given that cos A equal to cos B na, cos A equal to cos B, it is given. So student, there are two right angle triangle. First triangle in CAD and the second right angle triangle is CBD. So what we will do student, see in triangle CAD, in triangle CAD, in which angle CDA equal to what? 90 degree. We can apply trigonometric ratio. So for A angle we have to apply cos A. Okay, and we know that cos theta equal to base upon hypotenuse. Okay, so for this triangle, student, for this triangle and for this angle, we can say na cos A is equal to what? Base upon what? Base upon perpendicular, base upon hypotenuse. Okay, and in this triangle base will be what? AD. Base will be AD and hypotenuse will be AC. Okay, so we can say cos A equal to AD by AC. Okay, now if we can apply the cos A in this triangle, so we can apply in cos B in triangle CBD. So similarly, student, in triangle CBD, which angle is 90 degree? Angle CDB equal to 90 degree. So in this triangle also we can apply trigonometric ratio, and we will apply cos because cos is given. So for this angle, means for cos B, we can write base upon hypotenuse. So for this triangle, base will be BD and hypotenuse will be BC. Okay, this is given. This we have calculated. Now, by suppose this is equation number 1. So from equation number 1, student, from equation number 1, cos A equal to cos B is given. Cos A equal to cos B is given. So what we will do? We will put the values of cos A and cos B. So cos A is AD upon AC and cos B is BD upon BC. Okay? Means the ratio of these two are equal to each other. So suppose what we will do, student? Now what you do? You assume. Suppose let AD upon AC is equal to BD upon BC is equal to K. Suppose the ratio of AD upon AC and BD upon BC is equal to what? K. Okay. So now students, see. Now I am going to erase these parts. I hope you have written. Okay. Now, so from here, when we will equate these two separately equal to K, so from that we can write now AD upon AC is also equal to K and BD upon BC is also equal to K. Okay. So from here the value of AD will come what? From here the value of AD will come KAC and the value of BD will come KBC. Okay. From these two we can calculate the value of AD, that is KAC, and it is the value of BD is KBC. Now what you do, student? We have to prove that angle A equal to angle B. We have to prove that angle A equal to angle B. So if we will prove that AC equal to BC, so it means that angle A will be equal to angle B. Okay, if we can prove AC equal to BC, so by that we can say that angle A will also equal to angle B, because this triangle will become isosceles triangle. Okay, so now what I will do, student, I will apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, in both two triangles, okay. So now, student, suppose in triangle CAD, by Pythagoras theorem, ठीक है, I can write now AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So value of AC we don't know, so AC square. Okay. The value of AD square we know, student. The value of AD we know. The value of AD is KAC. So KAC it whole square and it is from CD square. Okay. So from here we can calculate the value of CD. So the value of CD square will come AC square minus K square AC square. Okay. Now so CD square will come, if you can take AC square common, so 1 minus K square. So suppose it is equation number 2. I think it is 2. So it is equation number 2. So whatever steps we have applied for this triangle, same steps we will apply for this triangle. Okay. So what we will do, student? So similarly we can write similarly in triangle CDB, again by Pythagoras theorem, we can write BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. We can do that, student. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Now BD, the value of BD we know, student. So BC square is equal to, value of BD you can put from here. So it will be K BC ka whole square plus CD square. Now from here, student, we can say the value of CD square will be equal to BC square, and this will go to this side. So it will become K square BC square. Okay? So from here we can get CD square is equal to BC square 1 minus K square. Okay, suppose this is equation number 3. Okay, whatever steps we have applied for first triangle, same steps we have applied for the second triangle. Okay, so now, student, by comparing equation 2 and equation 3, we can say now, in equation 2 CD square is equal to AC square in bracket 1 minus K square, and in equation number 3 CD square equal to BC square in bracket 1 minus K square. So by comparing these two sides, if their LHS is equal, so their RHS will also be equal. Okay, so what we will write, student, after this I am writing here, by equation 2 and 3 we can say AC square in bracket 1 minus K square is equal to BC square 1 minus K square, because they both are equal, because this is also the value of CD square and this is also the value of CD square. Okay, because CD square, here comes AC square in bracket 1 minus K square, and here CD square is equal to BC square 1 minus K square. So see, student, now you can understand, in these two sides 1 minus K square and 1 minus K square will be cancelled. So what will left? AC square equal to BC square. Okay, now AC square equal to BC square, so if we will remove their square sign, what we will get? AC will be equal to BC. Okay, now AC is equal to BC. So if two sides are equal, so the angle opposite to the sides are also equal. So we can say, in front of angle AC, what angle is there? Sorry, in front of side AC, angle B is here, and in front of side AC, angle B is here, and in front of side BC, A is here. So because see, you can see ना, AC is equal to BC. Triangle was ABC, और अगर किसी triangle में दो side equal हो जाए तो वो क्या बन जाता है? Isosceles. And if it is an isosceles, so its two angles should also be equal. So by seeing this, we can say angle B is equal to angle A, or angle A equal to angle B, because triangle ABC will become isosceles triangle. You can see now, AC is equal to BC. So in front of AC, angle B is here, and in front of BC, angle A is here. So both will be equal. So this is the solution of question number 6 of exercise 8.1. So you can do, student. Okay, please note down it. Now student, after question number 6, I will tell you question number 8. Because if I will tell question number 8, then you can easily do question number 7 also, okay? So question number 8 is that, student, if 3 cot A equal to 4, check whether 1 minus 10 square A upon 1 plus 10 square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not, okay, or not. In the question, student, it is given that if 3 cot A equal to 4, check that 1 minus 10 square A upon 1 plus 10 square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not, okay. So very simple it is. See, 3 cot A is equal to 4 is given. So 3 cot A equal to 4 is given, okay. So from here we can say na, cot A will be equal to 4 by 3. Cot A will be equal to 4 by 3. And we know that cot is the reciprocal of tan. So if cot A equal to 4 by 3, so tan A will become 3 by 4. Okay? Tan A will become 3 by 4. Now student, if tan A is equal to 3 by 4, it means that we know that tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. This thing we know. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Means the ratio of perpendicular upon base is given, that is 3 upon 4. Now student, many of the students will say this will be perpendicular, this will be base. Yes, it will be perpendicular, it will be base. But the value of perpendicular is not equal to 3. It is the ratio. The ratio of perpendicular and base is 3 by 4. Their value is not. So what we will do, student? If the ratio of perpendicular and base is 3 by 4, so it means that one triangle we will make like this. Okay? Suppose this triangle is this angle is A, B and C, and this is 90 degrees. Suppose. Why this is 90 degrees, student? Because tan A we know that perpendicular upon base. So this will be our angle, and any type of trigonometric ratios can be applied in right angle triangle only. So we need at least one right angle, okay? So what I have done, I have drawn a triangle ABC in which angle A is acute, angle C is also acute, and angle B is 90 degree. Now the ratio of perpendicular and base is given, okay? The ratio of perpendicular and base is given, okay? So it means that, student, this will be R, suppose 3K, and this will be R 4K. ओके जैसे कि आप कहते हैं ना कि दो नंबर का रेशियो अगर 2:3 है तो पहला नंबर मानते हो आप 2x, दूसरा नंबर मानते हो आप 3x. वैसे ही अगर परपेंडिकुलर और बेस का रेशियो 3/4 है तो परपेंडिकुलर हो जाएगा 3x और बेस हो जाएगा 4x. तो x भी मान सकते हो, a भी मान सकते हो, कुछ भी मान सकते हो. एंड वी नो दैट द साइड tan A, सो इस एंगल के सामने वाली जो साइड होगी वो परपेंडिकुलर होगा और इससे एसोसिएटेड साइड क्या होगी, बेस. सो बाय हियर वी कैन सी दैट perpendicular will be 3K and base will be 4K. ये समझाने के लिए बनाया है, इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है इस क्वेश्चन में, वैसे हो भी जाएगा. नाउ स्टूडेंट सी, इन ट्रायंगल ABC, it is a triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. ठीक है, तो perpendicular you know, base you know, so can you find that AC means hypotenuse? Yes. So by Pythagoras theorem, either you will write full form, okay, because I am also telling you, na, that's why I am writing only PT. So see, by Pythagoras theorem we can say na AC square will be equal to BC square plus AB square. Student, whenever tan A, sin A, cos A is given, it means that the ratio of the sides is given. Ratio of the side is given, okay, not the value of the side, ratio of the side. And when you have to assume the side, then you will assume, suppose ratio is 3/4, tan A is equal to 3/4. It means that ratio of perpendicular and base is 3/4. So the perpendicular will be 3k, base will be 4k. So now by applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC, we can find AC. So AC square will be equal to the value of BC, student, 3k square, and it is 4k square. So AC square will come 9k square plus 16k square. So AC square equal to 25k square. So AC will be equal to under root 25k square. So AC will come 5a. Why we have taken only positive sign? Because AC is the side of triangle and side of the triangle cannot be negative. That's why we have taken only positive sign. So by here we have solved AC equal to 5k. Now in the question whatever we have to prove, in the question tan A also comes, cos A also comes, and sin A also comes. So tan A to already is given. Tan A is already given. So we can calculate sin A, and sin A equal to what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sin A equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And for this angle, means for angle A, perpendicular will be what? BC, and hypotenuse will be AC. So by putting the value of BC and AC, we can say BC is 3k and it is 5k. So sin A comes equal to 3 by 5. Similarly, cos A we can calculate. Cos A, and cos A we know, cos theta we know that based upon hypotenuse. So base upon hypotenuse, for angle A, base will be AB and hypotenuse will remain same, that is AC. So it is 4k and it is 5k. So cos A comes 4 by 5. So now whatever value we needed we have calculated. So now we have to check whether these two are equal or not. So first we will take LHS. So LHS will be 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. Okay. Now put the value of tan A. See, student, one thing I want to tell you, tan A का square is can be written as tan square A. ठीक है, अगर ऐसे लिखा है तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? tan A का स्क्वायर. ठीक है, tan स्क्वायर A कैन बी रिटन लाइक दिस आल्सो, tan A का स्क्वायर. तो आप इससे कंफ्यूज मत हो जाना कि ये क्या है. ठीक है, सो इसको आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, 1 माइनस tan A का स्क्वायर अपॉन 1 प्लस tan A का स्क्वायर. ठीक है, दिस यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट. tan स्क्वायर A का मतलब ही ये होता है tan A का स्क्वायर. अगर sin स्क्वायर A लिखा हुआ है तो sin A का स्क्वायर. ओके, वही बात हुआ. नाउ I am going to erase this part. After here I am going to solve here. Okay, so LHS is equal to, now 1 minus tan A का स्क्वायर. tan A, the value of tan A was 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 square divided by 1 plus 3 by 4 square. ठीक है, now solve it. So 1 minus 9 by 16 in the numerator and 1 plus 9 by 16 in the denominator. Now when you will take LCM of the numerator, it will come 16. So it will become 16 minus 9 divided by, it will become 16 plus 9 upon 16. So now this will go outside, so this 16 will cancel. This 16 will cancel, and what will left? 7 upon 25. Okay, 7 upon 25 will come by calculation. So LHS we have solved, student. Now for RHS, okay, RHS is what, student? RHS is cos square A minus sin square A. So the meaning of cos square A is equal to cos A का square, and the meaning of sin square A is sin A का square. Okay, now put the value of cos A. The value of cos A was 4 by 5 square, and the value of sin A was 3 by 5 का square. Okay, so it will become 16 by 25, it will become 9 by 25. So by solving, their LCM will be 25 only, and it will become 16 minus 9, so 7 by 25. So see, student, LHS also comes equal to 7 by 25. LHS also equal to 7 by 25 and RHS also equal to 7 by 25. So we can say now LHS is equal to RHS. So 1 minus 10 square A upon 1 plus 10 square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. This is correct. They both are equal. So I hope you have understood this concept. Okay, so please note down it. Now student, after question number 8, I will tell you question number 10 because question number 9 is again same. 10A is given and angle B is right angle. So you have to find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C in first part, and in the second part cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. So student, question number 9 you can do like question number 1. Okay, very simple question. Just apply the basic concept, you can solve. So I am going to tell you question number 10. Okay. So what is question number 10 student? Question number 10 is that कि triangle PQR is right angle triangle at Q. ठीक है, triangle PQR is a right angle triangle and at point Q it is right angle. Okay, and what is given? PQ plus QR equal to 25 centimeter. PQ plus QR equal to 25 and PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. So you have to find the values of determine the values of sin P, cos P, tan P. You have to find the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. So see what is given. Whatever information is given, first we will write it. Triangle PQ is a right angle triangle, right angled at Q. So first we will draw a right angle triangle PQR. This angle is 90 and this is point Q. So suppose PQR like this. Okay? This is triangle PQR, right angle is Q, at Q. And PQ is given, that is 5 centimeter. PQ is given 5 centimeter. Okay? And PQ plus QR. Wait a minute. PR plus QR, sorry. It is PR student, sorry for that. PR plus QR. PR plus QR is 25. Okay? So see, PR plus QR is 25. So means PR plus QR is 25 centimeter. Okay? PR plus QR is 25 centimeter. So we have to find the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay? So now student, you can see that triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. So we will write triangle PQR is right angle triangle. And if it is a right angle triangle student, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem now. So by Pythagoras theorem, what we can write? We will write PR square equal to PQ square plus QR square. This we can write. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay? Now, whatever value you know, just put the value. So PR square we don't know. PQ we know, that is 5 square. Okay? And QR we also don't know. Okay? It is clear? Now, what you do, you transfer this QR square this side. So we can write PR square minus QR square equal to 25. Okay, this thing we can write. Now this PR square minus QR square, this can be expanded in the formula of A square minus B square, and we know that A square minus B square equal to A plus B in one bracket and A minus B in the second bracket. So in place of that, I can write PR plus QR in first bracket and PR minus QR in second bracket is equal to 25. Now PR plus QR is given, students, see, PR plus QR is given, and how much it is? 25. So in place of that, I can put 25 into PR minus QR equal to 25. So this 25 will cancel. So PR minus QR will equal to 1. Okay? Suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now you got two linear equation now. PR plus QR is 25 and PR minus QR is 2. So by solving equation 1 and 2, what we can write? PR plus QR equal to 25 and PR minus QR equal to 1. So if we will add these two equations, so their sign will not be changed. So what we are doing? Adding. We are adding these two equations. So QR will be cancelled. Here will left 2 PR and here it will be 26. So PR will be equal to 26 by 2, that is 13 centimeter. Okay? 13 centimeter. You know how to solve the linear equation in two variables. Same concept I applied here. Okay? So by solving them, we got the value of PR, that is 13. So if we know the PR, so from putting the value of PR in any of the two equations, we can get QR. So from equation 1, PR plus QR was 25. So PR is 13 and QR we have to calculate. So QR will be equal to 25 minus 13, that is 12. Okay? So we can say now, by solving these two, PR will equal to, or I can write this thing here. I hope you are not able to see this. So this thing I am writing here. Okay, I am going to erase this because I hope it is not visible to you. Maybe. So from equation number 1, PR plus QR equal to 25 was there, and the value of PR is 13. So 13 plus QR is equal to 25. So QR will be equal to 25 minus 13, that is 12 centimeter. Okay. So by that, the value of PR comes 13 centimeter and QR comes 12 centimeter. Okay. So all sides of a triangle we have calculated. Now we have to apply that trigonometric ratios concept to get the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay. So for P acute angle, so see student, so in triangle PQR, if we will apply sin P, for this angle we have to apply sin P. So for this angle, we know the sin theta equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and for this angle, for P, the perpendicular will be RQ and the hypotenuse will be PR. Okay? So RQ is what? RQ is 12 and PR is 13. So sin P will be equal to 12 by 13. Okay? Similarly, cos P, for this angle base will be what? For this angle base will be, suppose it is base upon hypotenuse, and base will be PQ, hypotenuse will be PR. So it will be 5 upon 13. And similarly tan P we know, tan theta we know, perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular upon base, so perpendicular is RQ and base is PQ. So it will come 12 by 5. Okay. So by Using the concept of trigonometric identities, we have solved the value of sin p, cos p and tan p. So only if you know the basic concept of trigonometry, then you can easily solve all question of exercise 8.1. So I hope it is clear to you. Now the next question is your true and false. So true and false, you have to check by solving them. Okay. For example, one example I can tell you. The value of 10a is always less than 1. So it will be false. Okay. If you will calculate it, it will be always false. Okay. So it is wrong. Sec a equal to 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. So this also you can solve. Okay. Cos A is the abbreviation of cos secant of angle A. It is true. Okay. And cot A is the product of cot and A. Wrong. Cot A is the product of cot and A. Wrong. Because cot A is not the product. It is the trigonometric ratio which is assigned to some angle. So fourth part is wrong. And sin theta equal to 4 by 3. It is also wrong. Why it is wrong, student? But fifth part I can tell you how. Fifth part mein 11 fifth part it is given that sin theta equal to 4 by 3. Now how I directly say it is wrong? Sin theta equal to 4 by 3. ठीक है? अब देखो sin theta, the definition of sin theta is known as perpendicular upon hypotenuse. The definition of sin theta is that perpendicular upon hypotenuse. तो यहाँ पे देखो इसको और इसको जब कंपेयर करोगे आपको पता चल रहा है perpendicular is 4 and hypotenuse is 3. Is it possible? Is it possible that perpendicular is greater than hypotenuse? No. Perpendicular cannot be greater than hypotenuse because we all know that trigonometric ratio is applied in right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle hypotenuse is the longest side, and by seeing its value it shows that perpendicular is 4 and hypotenuse 3, which is not acceptable. It means that whatever value is given, that is wrong. So this statement is also false. Okay. So whatever parts are given in question number 11, this all true and false, you can verify your answer that whether it is true or false by solving them. You cannot write them directly. First you solve them, then analyze that, then write whether it is true or false. Okay. So from my side exercise 8.1 is over. In the next exercise, in the next part of the video, I will tell you the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Okay. So please solve all the question and take care of your health. Okay students, thank you.